My brother went from straight A med student to rock bottom and back, a story of addiction and redemption. My brother was a straight A student, and everyone thought he was going to be a doctor. He was the kind of guy who would stay up all night studying and then ace his exams. But then he started hanging out with a new group of friends. At first, it was just a few drinks on the weekends, but then it became every night. He started skipping classes and failing his exams. My parents were worried, but they didn't know how bad it was. One night, he came home so drunk he couldn't even stand up. My dad had to carry him to bed. The next morning, he didn't remember anything. My parents sat him down and told him he needed to stop drinking. He promised he would, but he didn't. A few weeks later, he got into a car accident. He was okay, but the other driver was seriously injured. He was arrested for drunk driving and spent a night in jail. My parents were devastated. They couldn't believe their son had become an alcoholic. They sent him to rehab, but he relapsed a few months later. He lost his scholarship and had to drop out of college. He moved back home and got a job at a fast food restaurant. He was miserable. One night, he came home drunk and got into a fight with my dad. My dad told him he needed to leave. He packed his bags and left. We didn't hear from him for months. Then one day, he showed up at our door. He was sober and had a job. He apologized for everything and said he was going to AA meetings. My parents were so happy to have him back. He's been sober for 2 years now and is back in college. He's doing great and we're all so proud of him.